Hi, my name is Michael, and this is my story. I came to California when I was a baby, in a sense. I'm really born out of Florida, Tallahassee, where all my family lives. I do have a brother that's back home too, and 6 other sisters. When I came to California, I was nothing but a kid, but I learned the hard way, and that's how I grew up, the hard way. So when I came to this California, all I knew was it was just some new place I came to, and I was felt like I was out of place. So when I was growing up, I came to meet a lot of different people. When I say a lot of different people, I mean a lot of different people. Bad, good, lovable, hateful. And I became to another group of people, that's another society. And I loved it, but something happened to me. As I grew up, I lost my mother. And when I lost her, it was the whole crown of me. And it hurt to believe that I didn't know, because I was so nurtured, so close to, and I was clinging to my mother at all times. And that was my foundation, it was my mother. And when things happened, I became a caretaker for my mom. And when I did that, I had the world. I had anything I wanted in the world. My mom made sure I had everything, top-notch schools. I went to Mountain View High School. I went to Los Altos High School, and I also went to Foothill College. And I was also a sports player. Any type of sports you play, I was good at it. Every person that I actually met to in this world, they were good people, and there was also bad. But the ones that were the bad ones, it brought me really down, and that's what I didn't want, and I know my mother wouldn't have wanted. So I got in a situation that I was given 21 years, and I didn't know nothing. All I knew, I was a 17-year-old kid going to this place that I didn't know what it was. And when I got there, I thought I was at rock bottom, but I wasn't. But I came up out of it, to tell you guys a true story. It's called a reception center that you go to, and what it does is you go into incarceration, to where you get your clothing, you get your toothbrush, you get your other things, you get your bed, and you get a blanket. But one thing I didn't know is how these people come about. That I had a gun over my head 24 hours of the day. I seen different things happen in life that I didn't know. I seen the top notch, big gangsters, players, hustlers, whatever you want to call them. But to me, those were my friends. And that's how I grew up. But when I came home, my mom said, "Michael, please, don't you ever go back to that place again." And I didn't. I've been free ever since. Now, when my mom left, she had a disability. And I couldn't help her no more because I'm not a doctor. And when she left, she took like a part of me that just left, and I didn't know what to do. Like I said, I was a caretaker for my mother. And what happened was I no longer had the skills to take care of her anymore. And her sisters, which she has 6 of them, they're all nurses. So they thought it was the best thing for them to take her closer to where she can get the medical attention. Even though she had it out here, they figured that she needed more because she was slipping more into her dementia stage. So when that happened, that day, that's when everything became about. I had the apartment, I had no money. Because when that happened, my bank account, my cars, the money, the clothes, everything had to go back to Florida, because that's where she went to. And that's how I became homeless. And when that happened, I lived in garages, cars, creeks, bridges, buildings. I took over buildings for months and months. any place that I can find to sleep, I did. And it was by all means necessary. I didn't do it to hurt anybody. If I had to build a shelter, I did. If I had to go out and buy blankets, I did. Shoes, anything that I can survive to be in this world, I did it. Well, I actually had a kid, and this is right before I went to prison, and he was born. And then I come out to this beautiful kid, this beautiful son that I have, and I didn't know too much about him. But all of a sudden, I find out he's an architect, graduated from Cal Berkeley, a drawer, owns his own bar, and he owns his own rock band, the mosh pit, all that good stuff, you know. But I could say this. He came out to be a good kid, even though he didn't have a father structure. And I say this to every father that's on this planet. Please take care of the children that we have out here. They are our future. They are our future. They will make us grow. When I met this person, I was wild. On drugs. Any type of things that you would think of. Because I'm a party. I like to party. And this person came through and said, okay then, I heard this specifically thing in her voice. You need help. And I could say this, thank you, Jody, for helping me change my life. Because without you, I don't know, I'd have been lost. You know, you helped me get off drugs. You helped me establish my life. You helped me, you know, knowing who Michael Love really is. And you have she has an awesome mother that's gone now. And one thing I could say, this lady, she was deaf. And any conversation you had, you could be in that conversation and she'll talk right to you, and she knew what you were talking about, you know, and that's amazing. You know, her family structure, and I love people with family structure, and she had a family structure, so that made me feel at home, you know, since I had no one else out there except her. And so, by all means necessary, she gets everything in the world from me. And when I had her, and when we were together, you know, she just helped me. She supported me, you know, with Downtown Street Team. She was actually the first one to come on Downtown Street Team, and she brought me along. And like, I never had a structure before, so she helped me with my structure, and I thank her for that. I've been with Jody 10 years now, 10 years strong. Yes, we were homeless together at one time, and I thought that we were going to be destroyed by the elements that we were in. But I could say this, we stayed strong, and we made it together, and we're both on the same team, and I'm proud of both of us. You know, my true friends that I have, Barry, you know, man that I grew up with, very knowledgeable, very smart, you know, says, Michael, you can do this. And I didn't know. He says, come to Downtown Street Team. And I did. From that day on, you know, I'm saying, well, this is not me, you know. I'd rather be in the streets, doing this, hustling. And Barry says, Michael, you can do this. So a lot of times when I come to help. And this time, I'm going to give back. And when Michael Davis said, when you plant your feet, make sure you plant your feet in this earth and be somebody. And really be somebody. And I took this chance to really be somebody. I'm glad and fortunate to have Downtown Street Team in my life, because without them, I don't know what I would have done, you know. And I gave the opportunity, and I started in Palo Alto. That's where I originally started. And when I came to Palo Alto, you know, I came as a gang member, but now I'm here to tell you that I'm here with Downtown Street Team. And when I came to Downtown Street Team, it was something that I liked it, you know. I loved being around people, loved people all the time, you know. And I think, you know, we're going to pick up cigarette butts and all. That's not going to be nothing for me. So I stuck with it, and I stuck with it, and I stuck with it. I've seen Olivia, Magic Fingers as I call her, Rachel, Greg, and those people that my family now supported me. And I thank them very much. Now that I become a supervisor, now I'm with some people that, that they want to learn, so I'm here to teach them. Everything starts from the ground up. So you must turn your soil, plant your seed, give it a little water, and you start growing. But you got to remember one thing. There's always a weed, and that weed will kill you if you let it. But God gives you the strength, the knowledge, and the understanding to see things that you probably can't not see, but they're there. I say this, please, and it's from the bottom of my heart. I love what I've created, because sometimes, I didn't think I was going to make it. I really didn't. There's a lot of people, like I said, that know me, that's seen me, that know what I can do. I've changed. And I thank Downtown Street Team for helping me change. Because for the first time in my life, I could say, I'm free. I can go anywhere I want to. I don't have no police behind me. I don't have to look over my shoulder. I can walk this planet, walk on this earth, and be happy all the time. And I thank you guys. And I thank the people that always supported me and been there for me.